Hello guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just cannot find it in the listing. Like, where is it? I don't know. Coming to you from the beautiful island of Maui, and the reason I called this video Maui Volcano, because a lot of people, my family included, think that the eruption is happening here on Maui, and I'm here to tell you it's not. So there's no Maui Volcano video here to be seen. However, if you'll notice the skies today, I think this could be some volcanic fog coming over, because I think the trade winds have stopped. Something's going on, because all of a sudden we've got this crazy haze everywhere. And for your Maui fix, which is happening right now, sort of, I have a little bit of a sunset, but I'm telling you, it's going to be brief. It's going to be super brief. So here we go. Let's just check it out real quick. Hang on. Look at this. Looking right over the island of Lanai. And this just showed up like 2 seconds ago. So I wanted to give you guys a little Maui fix tonight, little sunset. And I thought to myself, well, I don't think there's going to be a sunset, but I was hoping maybe we would get something like this. Just a little glimpse, a little touch, a little uniqueness, something that we've never seen before, maybe. And this could be Bog, which is of course the volcanic discharge from the Big Island coming over to Maui, which we used to have years ago when the other mountain was erupting, Kilauea. Now I believe it's, what is it? I don't even know what it is. Is it Mauna Loa? Someone tell me in the comments. Don't know. I live on Maui, Maui no Kauai. And again, because there is a volcano erupting currently on the Big Island, do I need to remind you why we don't purchase real estate on the Big Island? I'm just kidding. But honestly, you gotta be a little crazy to buy a piece of land on an erupting piece of volcanic rock in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, right? But hey man, each to his own. But here's a beautiful shot of the sun, I think setting with all we're gonna get today, right here over the beautiful island of Lanai. And I'm going to give you guys a quick update on this live of what's happening with the beach erosion down here at Kaanapali North. Now you can see right now, well, you can kind of see, I just walked down here the other night, so I checked it all out before the live, and there's tons of sand on the north end of Kaanapali Beach. Matter of fact, the cabana, which is right there, hang on a second, the pylons were exposed just a few weeks ago, but now the sand is back. So tons of sand right now at Kaanapali North Beach. Totally 100% normal, all the way up and down. I ran the whole thing the other day, and I checked it out, but we're gonna get on my buddy over here, little one wheel, and check it out in person as the sunset happens. And by the way, check this out guys, if you haven't had a chance to do this, next time you come to Maui, be sure you do it. These are the new e-foils. You can rent them, you can go out for a few hours. It's not that expensive, a lot cheaper than buying those things. They're about 15 grand. But hit me in the comments if you've done this before. I have not, but I'd like to try it. It looks super fun. And this is one of the places where they go and do this, which is right here at Airport Beach. Of course, it's called that because there used to be an airport here back in the day. But you can see there's one guy and another gal maybe back here doing their thing. But a really cool, fun thing to do when you're on Maui. And of course, the whales will be showing up anytime, so that's super cool. And I'm right here next to Westin, Honuakai, of course, Mahana, Maui Kai. There's the Airport Beach Park. Down here we have multi-million-dollar homes. And of course, MKV, Maui Kaanapali Villas, Lahaina Royal Resort. And of course, after that is Maui Eldorado, the Maui Eldorado Cabana, and of course, the world famous, the resort that started it all, Black Rock Sheraton. Yes, sir! And I got engaged right there. Lisa's down there walking somewhere, but right there, right about there. That's where I asked her to marry me underwater. It was pretty cool. I'm glad she said yes. You know, my whole thing was, you know what? If she says no, I can just cut the cord, right? And just kidding, I'd never do that. But she did say yes, and we did kiss underwater. She took her regulator out of her mouth, and we kissed underwater. It was like her first night dive, maybe her fourth dive ever, and that was cool. So anyway, and we can actually see that spot from our bedroom in our house in Kaanapali. So we can actually see the place where we got engaged from our master bedroom. Didn't plan that, but maybe somebody did. All right, guys, let's get to work here, the fun work. This is, by the way, my relaxing part of the day too. I've been going hard. We've got, I don't know, 8 or 9 closings coming up here in December, so we got a busy month. Maybe not that many, I don't know. It's a lot. About $10 million in real estate we're going to close this month. So we're finishing the year out strong. Very thankful. Thank you for all you guys. If you're one of my customers, I appreciate it. If you don't know, I'm a practicing realtor here on the beautiful island of Maui. If you're ever in the market to buy or sell, love to be your guy. Market is still happening. And there's my buddy. Hey, the new GT, right? He's just sitting here. He's hanging by the pool, by the palm. He's poolside. He's palm side. There it is, huh? Come on, fellas. You gotta get your land surf on. Yes, waves are actually breaking right now at S-turns. So I want you to know, I do the ultimate sacrifice. Instead of surfing, I decided to do a live just for you guys. Got a new hat on backwards. This is this new, have you seen this one before? Pretty cool, huh? Still got the sticker on, sorry. But I just thought I'd try something different, kind of go back, a little backwards action, just for the heck of it. I don't know. Trying to be eternally young, you know how it is. That's the goal anyway. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna head down south, check out the beach. Here's the guy firing up. Got the lights coming on, the whole 9 yards. It's really fun. Okay, here we go. And if you're new to my lives, one of the ways we check in as a community, and don't forget you guys are the most aloha infused audience on planet Earth. One of the ways that we check in is we say where we're from and what the outside air temperature is where you're at. Because that would be the number one reason, the predication, the reason why you need a Maui fix is because currently it is way too darn cold outside where you're at. And so you need this fix. You need me right now. You need Maui. You don't need me, I just hold the camera. I know it. So here's the beautiful Kaanapali beach walk. This stretches for, I don't know, 3 to 4 miles, depending how you measure it on Google Earth, all the way from Honopi'ilani Park. And you can pretty much connect the dots all the way down to the beginning of Front Street. And you either have this, you know, kind of artificial wood, I forget what it's called, Trex deck, or it is poured concrete. And it's just a great way to start your day. It's a great way to end your day. It's a great way to spend your day. Evening, come down here and cruise on the evening. And you're just ocean front, and you're just chilling, you're just cruising. That's what Maui's all about, just chilling, just relaxing. And if you ever wanted to spend like a lot of money on a home, you could do it right here on Keala Drive. Probably the best oceanfront homes in all of Maui, I would argue. Better than McKenna, better than Wailea, better than Kapalua, because it's Kaanapali. All right, guys, coming up on your left. Mahalo. All right. Okay, so as you can see, very little beach erosion happening here. We are fully intact. And the sun set, as you can see, we did capture it just at that last millisecond, the only millisecond that it existed. So we're going to take advantage. Thank you. The new GT is just money. Thank you. Very smooth. So if you haven't manipulated this beach walk yet, I'm going to show you how you do it. Honestly, you'd think it would be simple, but it took me a little while to figure the whole thing out, how to get through MKV. It's a beach walk. It is a legally granted easement through Kaanapali MKV, Maui Kaanapali Villas, which is a beautiful fee simple condominium resort you can purchase. Studios 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. Aloha.
Aloha.
Okay, I don't know if they've got 3 bedrooms. I could have just made that up. I do have a video of every condo on the west side of Maui from my drone. So I flew the drone all the way from Kapalua all the way down to Puamana, and I show every single condo. How many beds, how many, if it's short term, if it's zone A1, A2, or H. It's kind of fun. I'll put a link in the description after this video posts. It's kind of cool though. But here we have the evening glow kicking in. They already got the tiki torches lit. They did a nice pool remodel here years ago. Looking tight. Feeling that hot tub love over there. Ooh. Not that I would know, right? I wouldn't illegally go jump in a hot tub at a resort. I would never do that. My kids would. Okay, Castaway Cafe, great place for breakfast. What do you guys think? Should I do a breakfast video? Best breakfast places on Maui? I should. I'm getting hungry just thinking about breakfast, even though I haven't had dinner yet. By the way, if you guys notice a little grovel in the voice, I just had to overcome a little viral attack. I did. I actually started to feel like I was getting sick. But I wanted you guys to know I have the ultimate remedy for overcoming any kind of viral or bacterial infection you're going to get. I know, these are the bonus points that you get for listening to the crazy guy on the one wheel. Health and wellness data. So check it out. Here's all you got to do. Ready? And of course, there's a YouTube video on this. How do you think I learn my stuff, huh? YouTube. I'm a YouTuber and I learn everything I know on YouTube. So all you do is you take a big pile of garlic, cloves, and you peel them, and you score them a little bit, and you stick them in organic, raw honey, in a mason jar, and then you let it ferment. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like stronger than penicillin. So you let these garlic cloves sit in the honey for like weeks, like forever. And whenever you start to feel off, you just grind one of those guys. Now I hate garlic. I mean, I like garlic a little bit, but high levels of garlic do not agree with me. So for me to eat an entire garlic clove would be insanity. But I did it, and it didn't upset my stomach, and I immediately felt better. Crazy. I wouldn't have believed it unless it happened to me, and I wouldn't tell you that it did happen to me unless it did. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to tell you the best way for you guys to beat any kind of viral infection, bacterial. I know we're hitting flu season right now. At least that's what I've been told. So wouldn't it be cool just to have these garlic cloves sitting in this thing of honey, and the moment you start to feel weird, you just swallow one. Now here's what I don't recommend you do. The first time I did it, I chewed it up in my mouth because I was just going to spit it out. I'm like, I don't want to eat garlic at that level. It's like, it seems too much. Yeah, but that was a bad idea. Do not chew it up in your mouth like I did and then spit it out, because then you become one with the garlic. If you just swallow it, maybe chew it up just a little bit, but you just swallow it, it goes into your stomach, and then you don't even notice it at all, other than you will immediately notice the anti-inflammatory effects of it. So anyway, you can watch videos on this. It's an old school remedy. Matter of fact, I talked to Gene and Suri, Aloha Gene and Suri up in Kapalua. They told me they used to do this back in Russia. It's like, oh yeah, I remember my grandmother, she would give me,
right.
Hey, how's it?
Way to go.
Okay, this is a very bad Russian accent, sorry. They don't talk like that, but they said that that is exactly, you know, the kids would start to get sick in Russia, and they would start to make them eat fish oil and garlic and all kinds of nasty stuff that the kids hated, but it works. So a lot of these old school remedies that are just not been passed down, we're too busy listening to the pharmaceutical companies that just want to sell you something that doesn't work and actually makes it worse. When in reality, you know, grandma or great grandma from the old country, she had all the answers, man. And now we have YouTube. Look at this, huh? Yes, that looks nuts. What are they doing? Some kind of private party? Look at that. Sign me up. This is why I love doing lives, because you never know what you're going to run into. I've known about these lanterns in the tree, but I've never seen a private party, a guest, a dinner party. That's cool, man. So this is the Royal Lahaina Resort. You cannot buy a unit here, but trust me, if they ever made these into fee simple sellable units or any kind of whatever, I would sell these things until the cows came home. Love them. But in the meantime, you can just rent them. And why not? Huh? Cottages by the sea. This to me is just a score, man. If there was a place to stay on Maui, and if you weren't, you know, if you weren't aware of this, you should be, and you are now. The cottages at Lahaina Royal, right by the ocean. And they're just cool. It's almost like a home. It's like a duplex or something, or quadplex or whatever they call it. And then this is the best one because it's like right on the water. It has its own little private backyard. You could blow the wife's mind right there, man. Okay, we continue, we digress. And now we're coming up on Maui El Dorado. Shout out. Yes, ah! Huh? What a wonderful place that is. It's a leasehold, but they do own 10% of the land, so it's like a hybrid. And you get to take the golf cart down and hang out right here at the world famous Maui El Dorado Cabana. Now this is where some of that beach erosion was happening, but it seems to be much better, or as they would say in Pidgin, mo better. There it is, right there. Should we go take a look real quick at the pylons? Let's see if we can. I don't feel like getting off the one wheel right now. It's just too much fun. So this is one of my favorite places on all of West Maui because it's just great for swimming, easy access to black rock for snorkeling, and some of the best snorkeling on the island. And there's always a ton of sand here, which you can see now there is.
Why is she here?
All right, here we go. Excuse me, you can see I'm looking back towards the cabana now. Like the frog in the throat has returned. And you can see plenty of sand. I honestly wonder if this is volcanic bog in the air, because back in the day when it used to erupt all the time, you would end up feeling kind of like you have a flu or you have a cough or something stuck in your throat. It's kind of what this feels like right now, so I wonder if this is bog in the air right now. Let me know in the comments if you think that's what it is. Because I honestly don't feel like, I never felt like sick. I don't know, man, it's just weird. Kind of reminded me of the bog. It's another reason I didn't want to move to the Big Island, because if they do have these volcanic eruptions, the air quality goes down, and my son has got a little bit of asthma, and I thought, ooh, that would not be good for him. Okay, we continue, we digress back. Excuse me, guys. I could use a sip of water right now. So you don't realize when you talk, you're kind of drying that throat out just a notch. Wasn't planning on that, darn it. Okay, it's coming back now. The body is recovering. I'm just thinking, hydrating thoughts. Whatever you think, manifests. It's amazing how that happens. Whatever you believe comes true. Remember that, young people. Whatever you believe and can conceive, so shall it be. If you think it, you can achieve it. Just set a goal. Seems impossible, but let me tell you, over the course of a lifetime, one of my favorite sayings is, what is it? It goes like this. We overestimate. This is good. This is good. Listen, all right. This is some motivation out of nowhere. Some deep thoughts from Eric. We overestimate what we can do in a day, but we underestimate what we can do in a year. In a day, we want to just conquer the world. Take some good steps forward. But we underestimate what we can do in a year. In a year, you can change your whole life. Day at a time, one step at a time. But we overestimate what we can do in a day, and we get discouraged. Just little baby steps. You get there. Young people, I'm telling you, life is long. Make your moves early, and I'm telling you, you'll be thankful. Like, buy that condo on Maui now. Just kidding, just kidding. I would never digress into a real estate pitch, ever. Never. I would never do that. But seriously, right? Think about it. I have so many people that are like, I was on Maui in 1974. Well, I could have bought this condo for $27,000. I'm like, yeah, okay. $27,000 back then was probably like $1 million today. But you know what I'm saying. In hindsight, everything's 20/20. Right now, you have to have the vision. When you have the vision, everything gets real easy. You just feel it, you know it, you sense it, and you do it. And it feels good. And you have a peace about it. And then you get to go to nice dinners under lantern trees in Ka'anapali instead of slaving at your cubicle. And that's what it's all about. They call it the good life. Just to be in the presence of people stoking out is really cool. Yeah, we got one guy. It's too funny. All right, guys, we continue. Is this good? I know, I could just do this for hours, but it is fun. I'm land surfing. You're getting somewhat of a Maui fix, hopefully learning, I don't know, something interesting, maybe, maybe not. So now we're going back the way we came. We're gonna head north on this beach walk. And there is a beautiful tennis ranch here. If you're into tennis, how many pickleballers out there? They're kind of transforming the tennis world into a hybrid pickleball situation, which is really cool. Very social sport. I played it a little bit, but honestly, too busy working. And if I'm going to do something in my off hours, which I get like one every year, I'm going to go catch a wave. So someday, I'll definitely transition to other sports. But in the meantime, surfing is where it's at, people. At least for me. Okay, so here we are. There's the Royal, Lahaina Royal. And another cool thing you guys can see now is we have all the beautiful Christmas lights are out. Maui is a beautiful place anyway, but then you throw all this Christmas spirit all over it, it gets even better. Or as they say in Pidgin, mo better. Here we go, we have a little luau action here. The Royal Lahaina Luau, the myths of Maui. Aloha. Aloha. Yes, ah. Okay. Thank you. And then this is a cool little place to stay, called the Kaanapali Ocean Inn. Got some smoking deals in this place, because last time I checked their AC was out. And that's definitely in the fine print. So you'll get here and be like, oh man, I stay hot, brah. Like, yeah, you should have read the fine print, brah. But maybe they've got the AC fixed now, I don't know. But either way, it's a great location. Hunter went there for his 13th birthday. That's how I learned about the AC situation. So I got caught, but it wasn't too bad. All right, so if you recognize this, we're right back at where we were a few minutes ago at the Castaway Cafe. And MKV, Maui Kaanapali Villas. If you remember back during COVID, this was the wonderful property manager that kicked me out of here because I was riding my one wheel on a public road trying to bring him business. But he didn't like that too much. It's all right. We forgave him. They actually called me and asked me to take the video down, which I was nice enough to do. Same with Napili Bay. I put up a video showing how you can actually still walk to Napili Bay. There's this big, huge sign up, beach access closed. It wasn't true. So I posted a video saying, no, you can still walk to the beach right there. And then they called me up and said, Eric, take the video down. I was like, okay. I try to be a nice guy. I really do. I'm not like some kind of YouTube rebel. I'm just a guy enjoying life in the islands. Okay, so now we're back on the, sorry, that was a hard drop. Back on the boardwalk. So we're kind of backtracking now, guys. It's going to be kind of a longer live than normal, but here's a nice shot. And hopefully you're kind of getting a sense of the vibe right now. The sun has completely darkened the sky almost by its absence. And the waves are still just kind of rolling in. You got the hula girl out there, just hula girling her way back with a payload of buzzed up Mai Tai infusers. Over here we got some Christmas lights on a $20 million home. That was kind of cracks me up how these $20, $30 million homes are just like empty all the time. It's like you gotta have some serious money to buy a $20, $30 million home and not like live in it ever. That's just like parking excess cash. But hey, good problem to have. Aha, I spy Lisa. There she is. That's the cameo appearance you're gonna get. That's it. She's on the phone. I go for jogs and go try to do cardio and high intensity interval training and get my heart rate up, trying to get all serious. She makes phone calls. That's the difference between men and women. Men are always pursuing some kind of a goal. Women are socializing, which is cool. All right, here we have one of those Maui fat cats. I think Maui has got more feral fat cats than any other island. Next to the chickens are holier than thou. It's really dark now, but that's okay. Are we good with this, guys? Can we continue north? I don't know. I was just going to do this anyway, so you'll get to see what a middle-aged male does on Maui and for fun at 6 o'clock at night. Actually, a lot of times I would be getting my steps in though right now, I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to get 10,000 steps in a day. By the way, guys, if you're ever wanting to lose weight, I've got the formula. I have just figured it out. So if you listen to this live right now and you need to lose weight, I'm telling you, I have got it figured out. I mean, I'll tell you in 30 seconds how you can lose all the weight in the world. And I'm not kidding you. This will work. Ready? I'm going to give it to you. Ready? 30 seconds. Someone start a counter. Go. All right. Don't eat any carbs except yams. That's it. No carbs. That's really easy to figure out. That means no white bread, no pasta, nothing but yams. Simple. No sugar. No sugar. Eat lean meat and vegetables. That's it. Calorie restrict. Figure out how many calories you need to eat. That's it. And make sure that's all you eat every day. Do 10,000 steps every day. Take ice baths and cold showers. And try to go to the gym and stretch. Do some weight training once or twice a week. Stretch once or twice a week. But the big key on this whole thing is the carbohydrates. Calorie restrict on your meat and your veggies. You can still have a little bit of creamer, a little bit of coffee, no alcohol. That's 30 seconds, I think. And if you did all that, I can guarantee you it's just gonna melt off you like butter. It's true. Okay. That ends that chapter of the live. We move on to the gluttony of vacation. Because when you come here, you are gonna wanna go to luau's. I'm just kidding. All you can eat luau's and drink Mai Tais. It's the dichotomy, right? It's like in one breath, I'm telling you how to lose weight and live like a monk. And the next, well, you come down here and you celebrate, right? You've got that trim waist, you got that bikini body, you lost that whatever extra 20, 30, 50, 100, and now you come down here and you celebrate. So while you're on the mainland, I want you guys in monk mode, right? Just monking out, doing your 10,000 steps, eating one yam on a Sunday night, calorie restricting to fresh fish, sardines, organic chicken, grass-fed beef. But I'm telling you guys, where you getting hosed? All right, straight up. This is where you're getting hosed. Ready? You are getting completely hosed by carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are your enemy, the sworn enemy of the human condition right now. Sugar, anything in a box, any kind of carbohydrate is your problem. It was my problem, for sure. I was a sugar addict. Every day I was like, oh, I need Lara bars. I eat like 3 Lara bars every day. You know how much sugar is in a Lara bar? Okay, it's all natural, but still. It was feeding the addiction. Come home, eat a bunch of Ritz crackers, have a bunch of potato chips, or have some Doritos or nachos, or it was a carb fest every day. Carb fest. Go to Starbucks. Oh yeah, I got to get one of those coffee cake things.
Maybe I can't hold you.
And it's all somehow linked to sugar. Maybe when I was a kid, I wanted candy all the time, and I was addicted. I had my mouth full of cavities. I don't know. And then you get older, and sugar becomes alcohol. Alcohol is just fermented sugar. It's just all sugar. It's just sugar, sugar, sugar. We're just like a bunch of kids running around. I want my lollipop. All right, come on, man. It's kind of funny, right? But is it true? It's true. Tell me if you disagree. Even on fruit, I will do some fruit. I will admit, every once in a while in the morning, I'll do a kefir. But I do low glycemic fruit, blueberries and strawberries with the kefir. And if you hadn't heard about the kefir yet, definitely got to hit the kefir. Got to have those probiotics. I've been making it at home. All right, here we go. All right, guys, coming up on your left. Up on your left, thank you. Aloha. Anyway, the kefir, if you haven't Googled that yet, Google it, homemade kefir. You gotta get the probiotics, because remember, it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. So you can eat all the best food in the world, but if you can't break it down and absorb it, you ain't getting nothing, just passing through. The microbiotics, the probiotics, the little micro, that's what actually digests your food. You don't digest anything. You're just like a medium for holding the stuff, and then the little guys, they break it down, and then the walls of your intestines absorb it. So they say 90% of the gut flora in most people's guts is bad, pathogenic, bad stuff. 10% good. So you got to kick out the bad guys. 90% of the bad guys got to go. So when you eat actual kefir, it can set up a culture. The store-bought's not good enough. The yogurt at the store is junk. They pasteurize it. Like, get this. This is funny. It's like, buy our probiotic yogurt. It's been pasteurized. We heated it up to 10,000 degrees, and it's got dead bacteria just for you and me. I mean, come on. It's crazy, right? The problem with the world is they've lost their nutritional compass. The nutritional compass of the world was thrown into the ocean. And the only ones that have it are old school mothers, omas, grandmas from like Europe, Russia, nowhere in America, right? The pilgrims, they just forgot everything. They're too busy just surviving and getting pissed off at taxes. But the old school, man, the motherland, that's where they got the juice, the real nutritional, and that's the key, right? Think about it. If you stopped eating for what, 6 months, you would what? You'd die. So your body needs to remake itself with the nutrients you put in it. So it only makes sense. You got to have the best nutrients. So you want to keep that liver or that heart or that pancreas or all that stuff healthy? Well, it's remaking itself. They say you rebuild your body like what, every year? Out of what? The food you eat and the food you digest and the food you break down. It's also simple. But guess what? Simple doesn't make pharmaceutical companies rich, right? And doctors wealthy. Simple is not profitable. What grandma has to say, you can't patent that, but it works. Telling you, man, wisdom being dispensed from the shores of Maui. Tell me I'm not right. Okay, guys, here we are at the beautiful Honua Kai. I've got a unit for sale here right now, unit 930 in Hokulani. Look at that. We go from holistic, naturopath, digestive probiotic information to selling you a condo. Just kidding. All right, and there's the Mahana. Yes, I love the Mahana. Isn't it great? The closest condo to the ocean next to the Maui Kai, which is right next to it. But the Mahana has got sandy beach. See, look how much closer it is to the ocean than the newly built Honua Kai that had to do the new setback. Huh? See what I'm talking about? This is 2006-7 built. This is 1978. They're like, yeah, man, we'll just stick it right here, boys. No problem. Whole brah. Okay, man, we pay you, brah. No worries. That's how they do. We worked it back in the olden days, man. They had a good system. Now it's like regulations and studies and politics. Back in the day, they just stuck a shovel on the ground and said, put it here, boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hey, that has been fun, exciting, and hopefully you learned something cool. If not, hopefully you just enjoyed seeing Maui. Hang on, this is better. This is better here, right? The fires of Honua Kai. I was going to say Honokai. That's another condo, Honokai. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for checking out the live tonight. I appreciate it as always. It's been a pleasure bringing you the Maui Fix, Kaanapali. There is no Maui Volcano. It's on the island of Hawaii. So there's another island called Hawaii that's not Maui. That's just funny. It just cracks me up. People are like, are you guys okay? I'm like, yeah, we're on Maui. Maui no Kauai. All of our volcanoes are dormant. Much smarter. But thanks, guys, so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Love a shaka. Yes, hit me in the comments your outside air temperature and where you're at and what was the favorite part of your life. Was it the probiotics or was it just the sunset that lasted for like 1 second? All right, guys, till next time I shall return. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I promise you it'll be from the most beautiful place on earth, the best lifestyle on earth, Maui, Hawaii. And thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I'll bring the bifocals next time so I can read your wonderful comments. But I am just, from here to like the end of my arm, I cannot see a thing. But that's all good. Okay, till next time. Bye. All right, Dan.